Hey, welcome to another episode of Clear Lake Connections, where we talk to the people behind the businesses of Bay Area Houston. Proudly sponsored by UTMB Health. Special guests today, we have Courtney and Zach, and you are with Escape Kemah.
Yes.
Tell us about Escape Kemah.
Escape Kemah is family owned and run, and we make all the puzzles ourselves. We have been owners almost 7 years now, open for 7 years, and it's just a lot of fun.
It is, and it's great for all ages, all types of groups. Talk about the process, though, because I'm guessing you refresh rooms every so often, so that you have repeat visitors. They don't have to do the same ones over. Talk about the process, because some of these rooms are just insane.
Yeah, that's definitely a process. We try to change out rooms every 6 months. 6 to 8 months, because we do make them ourselves. And I guess Zach is a little more savvy on the process, because he actually designs the room with my husband. They make all the puzzles. He does all the programming, started programming the rooms at 15. So I'm going to let you talk a little bit about the process of that.
So my dad worked in doing construction tasks around the house and things like that. So he's very versatile. We have a little folder of all our puzzle designs. And so we open it up and we sit there and just think of, what do we want to be in this room? And so he builds all the boxes and things like that. And then I go in there and program the puzzles so that they actually function properly. And then my mom here, she goes over and tries to make it all make sense after the fact. Because when we do it, it just looks like a bunch of little buttons all the time. And she has to figure out how are they going to solve it?
So you guys do the design first, and then you back into the story?
Yes, I back into the story and make the story fit with the puzzles.
Okay.
And so I have to make it fit into the theme of the room.
So you get to unleash your creative juices.
Exactly. I was a teacher before we did this for 10 years, so it helps me get all that, teacher creativeness out.
And how did your family decide to get into this?
I was a teacher, and I was ready to quit teaching. And my parents said, hey, go try an escape room. I think y'all could open one. And so I told my husband, he was like, there's no way we can open an escape room. So I took him to one, and we all did it. And we came out, and he said, you're right, we can do this. And it takes all of us to do it. And my daughter, she's been involved in the business since she was 15, 16. And so she helps as well when we create rooms still, even though she's graduated and has her own job. And
everybody pitches in.
Yeah. It takes all four of us to be able to do it.
What's the best part of working with your family? It's a unique opportunity.
I like it because, whenever you get older, you separate from your family a lot more. I mean, you're not there much, but since my sister's moved out recently, I still see her whenever she comes in and helps us out and does things for our staff and stuff. Like just a little bit ago, she did training with all of our staff. And so that was, I still get to see my family, even though they don't live technically with us anymore.
Yeah. What about you? Any tribulations when it comes to working with family?
Absolutely. It's a little harder than, having regular staff, because you have to approach it a little differently, especially when managing, your children.
Mm-hmm.
But I see a lot of pros to it, because they have a different work ethic, because they've been in the business. And my daughter told me just last week, she said, thank you for doing this, and thank you for being brave enough to open your own business, because it showed me that I don't have to always work a 9 to 5 and struggle paycheck to paycheck, that eventually I can step out and do something like this as well.
So you've gotten to kind of introduce that entrepreneurial spirit to your kids. That's
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Yeah. And, and I said, well, I guess I never would have thought about it that way. But yeah, we showed y'all that, you have to be willing to take that chance.
Yeah, and that's a nice gift, I imagine. You feel emboldened, to be able to do things on your own now.
Yeah, for sure. I've have goals and ideas that I'm planning for my future career as well, and unique things that normal people is not just working 9 to 5 like she was saying.
Yeah. So you're introducing something new. Tell me about that. That sounds super exciting.
It is. We have our what we call our static escape rooms, the regular rooms that you go into and, you're trying to get out the door. Well, we have something new, and they're called the Outdoor Escape Adventures. So you actually go out into Kemah, and you have an adventure pack and an iPad, and you have to find things. You're solving an adventure while roaming the streets of Kemah.
And it's so conducive for it down there. There's so much to see. So
Absolutely.
very interesting.
It is. And people are loving it. It is so much fun because there's so many places in Kemah that you've never seen. When we were doing the layout of the games, and actually Zach and my husband did the layout, and they sent me and a group out, I was like, I've never even seen this place before. I mean, you find little nooks and crannies and great little businesses that you didn't know were out there. So it's given us a chance to kind of highlight some businesses and some places in Kemah that you probably don't even know are there. But you still have things to find, and locks and different puzzles to solve. So it is an escape room. We're calling it an escape adventure instead of an escape room because you're not in a room.
And I love the fact that you're getting to partner with other businesses and shed. That's a fascinating kind of concept.
It is. And so we went to the businesses and asked, can we put this here? Can we put this here? And it's going to draw people to your business. They were like, oh, absolutely. Please do. So
So we always talk about buying the Bay Area, kind of keep it local. That's a great example of it.
Yeah, it is. And they all really enjoyed it. And Zach can talk a little bit more about what the adventure actually holds for them.
So for the adventures, it's very interactive. You actually have all that you're told is go here, and you have no clue what you're about to do or anything like that. And so you have to address what you have in your package, and it gives you a little spiel of saying, this is hidden here. You have to figure out how to access the file, maybe use this. So you don't get a whole lot of help. So it's actually a lot of your own creative thinking that you have to step outside of the box instead of just being like, oh, I'm locked here. What do I do now? And we do have clues that you can get through it and things like that. But a lot of it is you're trying to solve it yourself, and you're completely free. There's no game master with you, so it's not like you have to follow these step-by-step rules.
So you could stop along the way and have an adult beverage.
Yes, we actually have one that goes by a bar.
Okay. I imagine you would.
Yes.
In our area. And the nice thing about it is for businesses and even birthday parties and things like that, we can do larger groups and they can compete against each other.
How long have you been running this concept?
We actually just opened it last month.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, last month. But we can do up to 100, 150 people at once.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so you still have your standard escape rooms?
Yes.
Is this, do you do this all the time, or is it mostly on the weekends?
All the time.
Okay.
Yep.
We just keep it strictly to daytimes because once it hits the nighttime periods, the processes won't work. The camera can't see anything. So.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So you are able to watch.
No, the actual iPad has to pick up on certain things as you get to different places, and so we have to have camera access. But whenever it hits nighttime, it's too dark to actually pick it up.
Okay, and then. But your escape rooms are open.
Yes.
Talk to me about some of your favorite themes that you've had in those escape rooms. I know off camera, we heard about a Star Wars one.
Yes. We the fear room everybody loved because it was Saw based. And that one got flooded, so we had to close it early, but it was time to retire it. But everybody loved the fear room. But we've replaced it with the Shack, and people are eating that one up.
Okay.
It has been done very, very well. So I really have enjoyed the Shack. I like the theme behind it. I also enjoy Studio 99 a lot. It has a dance floor in it. So a lot of people really enjoy that one.
Yeah, and I've been to them before. So well done. I mean, really immersive. And I think that's the key. So all the time you're spending on the building and the coding, I mean, that's the key to being, I guess, unable to unleash your kind of creativity.
Yes, we try to keep it that way. The more immersed you are in there, the more it feels like an actual, like you're locked in there.
Yeah. So holidays are coming up. I
Yes.
imagine you're going to be super busy with families, work groups. Tell people who should be going to an escape room and why. What's so amazing about it? Because they've really blossomed in popularity.
They have, but we have a lot of people that have never even heard of one. I mean, I'll meet people and they're like, "What's an escape room?" And I'm like, "You've never heard of one?" I'm shocked. So everybody can do an escape room, and that's the beauty of it. I mean, you can come with your family, just a couple of people, and you can join up with others. We have lots of businesses that come this time of year and do their holiday parties. We have a conference room. We have tons and tons of birthday parties. We've teamed up with Cool Cow Creamery and some other businesses and do pizza and ice cream sundae bars for birthday parties, so they're hassle-free for parents. We have lots of date nights. We have tons. I mean, just the weekends are packed with people.
Yeah.
And it's just, honestly, everybody.
And you can book online?
Absolutely.
In fact,
yes.
you would recommend
definitely book online because our weekends book up very quickly. During the week, it's a little bit easier to get in, but we always say book online or either give us a call because...
Yeah, and how do they find you?
They can find us on Facebook. They can find us on the internet just at escapekemah.com, Google, all that. And they can give us a call and book that way, or they can book online at escapekemah.com.
Well, I tell you what, I'm looking forward to trying the new adventure, the outdoor one. That sounds like so much fun. With the holidays coming up, I'm guessing you guys are going to be slammed.
We hope so. I mean, it's what, 80 degrees outside?
Yeah.
So I'm sure we'll have a lot of people outside playing.
And what's the lowest age range you would suggest for any of the adventures, but especially the indoor ones?
The indoor ones, if you're with other people, they have to be 10 and up.
Okay.
If you have the whole room, then you can have any age you want. We have birthday parties for 7 and 8 year olds.
And do they get out?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
They have to have an adult in there, and our game masters are very good at making sure they have a really good time.
Good.
We usually put them in our easiest room and put it on easy, and they always have a blast.
And what was that easy room name again?
Bomb.
Okay.
The bomb room.
Okay.
It's going away very quickly, but yeah, the bomb room.
We talked about that off camera, and
Yes.
somebody said they needed a ego boost. So
Yes, yes.
That's the room they need.
Now, the outdoor adventures, it's 6 people to a team, and they're all private adventures, so any age can be in there as well.
Okay. And was it the same thing? You backed into the creative part of that?
The
storyline?
No, the storyline, they took off with all that.
Okay.
I wasn't as involved in the creativeness of that. I helped some, but not as much. That was all them, and it's amazing.
It's great to see a business expand and diversify a little bit. So congratulations on that.
Thank you. We were really excited. We were thinking of bringing virtual reality, but this is augmented reality.
Yeah.
So when you point the iPad at something, characters come to life, different things come to life and talk to you to help you throughout your adventure.
And that guides you through the whole process.
Yes.
Well,
and it's amazing.
I definitely got to try that. That sounds like so much fun.
It is. We'd love to have you.
Well, thanks for being on the show.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yes.